And so, unfortunately for me, my company just went through a mass layoff. And so I work in tech. I work in cybersecurity, and I'm in like sales and marketing. And I'm in the sales and marketing department. And
So you don't work
honestly,
in tech.
it's
You
been
work in sales
quite
and marketing.
frightful because you got to understand, I'm a 35-year-old woman. No, I do not have all of my life together. I do not have all of my ducks in a row, but I was on my way, and I am on my way still to, getting my life on track and getting it to where I can have my dream life, right?
I'm going to skip ahead in this video. I wanted to start that out. Like the lady said, she has been laid off of her job. She said that she works in tech. She does not work in tech. She works in sales for a tech company. She works in sales and marketing for a tech company, a cybersecurity company. But she said, even at 35, you are still getting your life together, which I agree with. But I watched this earlier, part of it. I didn't end up finishing it. And I want to skip ahead to a conversation that she has a little later in the video because I think it's important. And I've recently talked about something related to this in the video.
I just be thinking about me, right? Because single girls, like, I ain't gonna lie, we do have it hard because we don't have maybe a significant other, a spouse. We don't have that extra income in the house, right? But then it's families of four, families of five who working off of one income too. And so I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be very candid and I'm gonna be very honest. There is nobody who can take care of me. Like, I have my dad back at home, but my dad is getting older. He just lost his best friend. My dad is like 70, in his 70s. And he just lost somebody so close to him. And it made me think, like, my dad is not going to be here for much longer. And I hate to put my stuff on him and be a burden to him. I did that all my life up until like last year. Y'all, I literally have been living off of my father all my life up until the age of 33.
Okay, I'm going to pause it there. She said a family of four sometimes is supported on a single income. She's living by herself. She isn't able to support herself fully. And her dad is the person that's been supplemented her lifestyle. She hasn't been able to do it all by herself. She said, hey, there's nobody that can support me, but my dad is that person. And he's 70. I'm sure your dad does not want to be supporting you into your 30s, your mid 30s. He's been working all his life. I'm not sure if he's retired, what he's doing. And of course he loves you. He's going to contribute money if you're in a unstable financial situation. But I'm sure he would love to take care of himself. He spent all this time raising you, sent you out into the world. You have a sales job. Usually sales are the people that make the most money at these companies because they're bringing in the business. They're going out finding the business, bringing in the business to have in the first place. So those are usually the people that make the money. She's been in sales since the start of her career. And at 35, she's still having her dad to support her. And he was doing the majority of the supporting, as she said, up until she was 33.
I've always had my own place and did my own thing, but if ever I felt on like hard times, I would always go to my dad. And he's always been there. Never told me no. I don't care if it was $10,000 for a car. Like, he's never told me no. He's always been there. My dad's not going to be here for much longer. So when I tell y'all that I really have me, myself, and nobody is in a position. Nobody's in a position to help me foot any bills. And so it's very scary. It's very scary.
So you need to be serious about your life.
And
that's what
yes,
it sounds like.
I can downgrade my apartment. I have no problem doing it. Like, I am not too proud to downgrade my lifestyle, right?
Yes, you are.
But I just literally just signed a whole new year lease.
The reason I'm saying that she is too proud to downgrade her lifestyle, even though she's saying that she is because if she's going to her dad asking for $10,000, saying that he's been supplementing her life up to this point, then she would have already downgraded to put herself in a better position to save money, to invest, to do the things that she needs to do instead of going to her dad and burdening him with her financial troubles. She said, there's literally nobody in a position to help me. You know what that means? That means that you need to be in a position to help yourself. You're an adult, you're 35. And I'm not saying that people have to have it all figured out. Everybody's going to have the money that they want and they need by 35. But you're burdening your dad into his 70s, into his retirement age, into his old age with your financial troubles because you're not being responsible with your money. You're living in a nice apartment. It looks perfectly fine. I'm not sure if her dad is helping her pay the rent. She may be paying it all on her own, right? She said that she's been in the job that she was in for the past 2 years and she just signed this lease. If she's really about what she says she's about, being able to downgrade her life to upgrade her life a little later down the line, then she would have something to show for it. She would have some savings. She wouldn't be as worried about being laid off and not having anybody to support her because she would have her own finances, her own savings, her own investing to support her. But since that's not the case, she's like, damn, I can't mooch off my dad anymore because he's in his old age. Who am I going to have to support me now? You. You're going to get some skills, be responsible, be an adult at 35, moving into your 40s, and make sure that you can take care of yourself. Whether that be you partnering with somebody, whether that be you getting a roommate, whatever it is, you are responsible for your life. Your dad did all he could to raise you to be a functioning adult, and you have a job, but you're not being responsible. That's just my opinion. We're going to see what else she has to say.
I don't know what's going on in this world, and I don't know what the plan is. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I feel like it's some dark times ahead. Let me tell you something. I, for one, I've never missed a Beyonce concert. Never. Y'all, for the first time, I had to put on my big girl drawers and say, you know what? Just because you got the money to spend it, don't mean you need to spend it. And I'm like, I'm going to put my money up. Or at least maybe go take a quick trip or something that'll help me relax and reset my mind. But I don't even think I'm going to see Beyonce this year because it's just.
You do not have the money to go see Beyonce. If you don't have, I know a lot of people like in finance, especially on YouTube. And if you guys have been around the channel, I have said multiple times, I'm of that Dave Ramsey mindset. 3 to 6 months of expenses, an emergency fund, making sure that you have something to fall back on in case you do fall on hard times. She said, I have not missed a Beyonce concert before. But you're asking your dad for $10,000 to help you buy a car, to help you get out of some debt. Whatever it was that you asked him for the money for, you wasting this guy's money so you can go and see Beyonce. That is a mismanagement of your priorities. So to me, it kind of shows the mindset. Like, you're saying that you don't have anybody to fall back on, but the reason why you're looking for somebody to fall back on is because you want to be irresponsible with your money and then turn around and mess somebody else's money up. We see this far too often. People, they fuck their money up. They come to you with their hand out like, yo, I need some money. I need some help. As if you don't get up and work as well. And I'm talking specifically about her situation, right? She said she's going to buy Beyonce concert tickets and then she's asking her dad for money. It's ridiculous. But this does happen in other situations where people, they don't want to be responsible. This is where I'm going to end it. And you guys can go check out her channel. Her name is I Am Chanel B. And I'm going to link her video down in the comment section so you can see the full length, see all of the context of the situation she's talking about. She talks in the beginning about how she lost her job for the second time. She feels like the world is kind of in a dark place, how she doesn't have anybody to lean on. And the person that she's historically leaned on, which is her dad, he's getting up there in age and he's not going to be able to help her forever. And then she turns around and tells you how she's been going to Beyonce concerts and hasn't missed one. And that's where you find out where she's spending her money, how she's being irresponsible with her money, then burdening her dad in his senior age to help her pay bills, get a car, and pay her rent. That's ridiculous. People got to be responsible adults and make sure that they're taking care of themselves first. 3 to 6 months of emergency expenses. Try to put something away and invest in if you can so that you don't become a burden to other people down the line in your retirement age. But that's her situation. She's been laid off for a second time and she's trying to figure out how to navigate from here. Those are my thoughts. If you like the video, subscribe to me back here for the next conversation. And if you have something to say, let the world know. This is the place for discourse. Till next time. Peace.